Hey, what's up, everybody? I know I missed you. You probably missed me too, but I got a little trick here for you. I want you to just think of any card you want. Just first one that just pops right in your head. Just like focus on it and just think about it. If I just take it right here, and you are disgusting, you filthy, disgusting piece of garbage. But yes. How are you guys doing? Yeah, it's been like 30 days and I felt like making a video. Well, I felt like making a video for a while. I just been super busy. I left one job because they went insanely woke, and then they also had the vaccine mandates, and I was just like, man, I'm good. So I found a different job that actually pays more and has a shit ton of overtime, but it's like 20 times more dangerous in the same field. So yeah. I really missed you guys, and I really want to talk about this because last week I took a self-defense class. Actually, no, sorry, an LTC class. If you don't know what that means license to carry. And in the state of Massachusetts, if you know that song from Silverstein, yeah, from the state of Massachusetts, you have to take a basics firearm class, and then you got to go to your police department, get an application, put a couple of references down, take the certificate you get from the class, take the application, give it to the police station. The police chief calls you back, and then you got to get fingerprinted and stuff like that, do a background check, and then you got to come back and they give you your license. It's a lot of hoops and everything. I wish it was just like, hey bro, here's a gun, but yeah, you got to do all this stuff. But yes, I want to talk about my experience in that class. So I went to Massachusetts Firearms Safety, Mass Firearms School. So Massachusetts Firearms School. And yeah, it was like $125. It's a 4-hour class where you sit there and you watch videos in a slideshow, and you have someone who's trained in firearms. So like the guy I was taught by, I think he was in the Marines or the military. I knew it was one of those. And yeah, you just sit down and they just teach you stuff. And I was wondering the entire time, would they let me shoot or even load the gun? And yeah, surprisingly, they actually let you load and shoot 2 guns. They let you train with a revolver and a 9mm, which was really interesting. I was having a lot of trouble trying to load the bullets into the 9mm, but a revolver is like super easy. And they went over things that you wouldn't really think about, like you should always clear your gun. So if I had this, so actually I got this from the place that when I was there, I'll get more to that later. But if you have the gun here and you take the magazine out, so you have to press this button, take the magazine out, and you have to clear it, you know there's going to be, this is the chamber, you're going to have one in the chamber, you still got to clear it 3 times. You got to take it, you go 1, the bullet's going to shoot out, well, not shoot out, it's going to pop out of here. And you gotta still do it 2 more times. You gotta go 1, 2, 3, and then what they actually tell you to do is to look away and to come back and then clear it again. Go 1, 2, 3, and for that is to the way how he explained it was, have you ever walked into a room and totally forgot why you went in there? So with a gun, you want to do the same exact thing. You want to make sure you want to turn away and look back just to refresh your brain, just to be like, hey, I know I cleared it, but I'm gonna look away and check back because I don't trust myself. And they try to cover every single thing so you do not fuck up and shoot yourself or somebody else or something in the area. And what I really did like was that they also showed even people who are supposed to know what they're doing, like police officers, also fucking up, which would tell you that you have to take this very seriously. Like one of the videos that he showed us was actually someone being arrested. It was like footage from like the 80s or the 90s. It was on the news. There was a suspect on the ground. He was being covered by one cop, and it was a female cop that was providing extra cover too. And she went in to go reach for her radio. So she had her finger on the trigger ready to go, went to reach over for her radio and accidentally popped one off, luckily into the ground, popped one off into the ground, then holstered her gun and then radioed. And so do not divert your attention.
You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action. The next plate trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
It's very easy to fuck up, and do not point your weapon at anyone. especially you, Alec Baldwin. And that was really funny, is that they were pretty based there. They knew why everyone was there. They're like, yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse did X, Y, and Z, and they were just like, hey, yeah, you need to pull the trigger. You can't really drop a gun and it just goes off. So when Alec Baldwin said that it went off without him pulling the trigger, he's lying. I just thought that was funny. Yeah, the course was like very, very simple. You don't really have to take a test or anything. It's really just you fill out information, you sit through it, just pay attention. They have you load up the guns and everything, and they actually let you shoot with both guns. They let you shoot with the revolver and a 9mm, and that was really, really interesting. And the revolver is a little different. The way how you load it, you got to make like a Spider-Man hand and put it through like the, not the barrel, the cylinder, pop that out, check everything. It's a little different, but it's really interesting. And I really, really want to get a 9mm, but I actually I might get a revolver, maybe, hopefully both in the near future. And the reason why I want to get a weapon is because, one, self-protection, two, all the shit that's been going on the last couple years, actually the last like decade, honestly, but the videos and everything, they just been insane. And what I liked seeing in that classroom was the diversity. And I don't mean it in the leftist term of just skin color. I mean, there were probably half and half men and women in there. There was a couple guys in front of me. They had to been like 16 years old because there was a couple dads there that dropped them off. He was like, oh yeah, I took the class. I want them to watch it, because I think you need a parent to actually sign them up if you're under the age of 18 or 21. They were like teenagers. There was a woman there. She was like, had to be at least almost like 60, and she looked exactly like Aunt May, not the overly attractive one, the one that actually looks like the one from the comics. There was a pregnant woman there with her husband. There were black, Hispanic people, stuff like that. And yeah, it was very, very, very interesting. And what I really thought was hilarious was that when you sign up for the class, the first thing you get is like, oh, only thing you need to bring is a face mask. And I was like, we're still doing this. And I drive up, pull up, and I was just like, I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna put it on. Walk in the front door, dude at the front desk not wearing anything, and walk throughout the place, no one's wearing it. I'm like, yeah, it's a firearm place, no one's gonna give a shit if you're not wearing a mask or not. But yeah, it was really, really funny. And this here, I got this from the USCCA, the United States Concealed Carry Association. So these guys here, this was awesome. So they had guys, this is an insurance company. So if you ever have a situation where you have to defend yourself, so if you had to air someone's ass out, you call these guys and be like, yo, I just clapped somebody, I need a lawyer right now. So they pull up and they would defend you, and they provide money. I think it's like $2 million, but it's probably like depending on the case or whatever. But yeah, these guys come in and they help you out. I signed up for the platinum package, platinum annual package. So this is a really, really, really good thing to have. What I've learned watching the Kyle Rittenhouse trial is that the state would also try to fuck you over too. So yeah, probably a really good thing to have. And they have some swag in here. Like they gave me this little hat that looks like the Hodge twins made it. Yeah, look at that. I just look like a coon. But yeah, you open it up, it comes, I don't know, I had to look it up, but they also gave you like pepper spray, but I gotta look up the Massachusetts laws, because I think you need like a like a license for that too. Give you a little magnet, they give you a little handbook, things like that. And this here was really goddamn cool. This is not a bullet, it's actually a USB with some instructional videos on there, which I thought was really, really cool marketing. And the last thing it came with was this, probably my favorite thing. This is I believe a 9mm handgun. It actually has their little logo on there, which is, it's cute, it's real cute. But yes, it has all the little insignias that you would need, like the little release button on here for the magazine. Like you will push that, the magazine would come out. Not on this, it's a block of plastic, it's a 3D printed, but it's like things you would remember or you would know would be on a gun like this, which I really like. and it's actually weighted to be almost exactly like a real 9mm. And they said that the best thing for this is to actually practice your stance. Sometimes I pick it up and I hold it just like that, but you could also practice your draw if you have a holster, which I need to get. But yeah, you need to practice your draw. You could practice your draw with this. And what I also liked in that place was that they have a store in the school, so they had like guns. And what I thought was really, really interesting was that what I was guessing for like a handgun like this, I was like, I'm pretty sure they're like $500 or whatever when I started researching guns. But yeah, they're almost exactly like $500-$600 for just like a handgun like this. So they're not insanely expensive. But I know where they get the actual money is the bullets, which have been going up in price a lot. So yeah, that's not going to be fun trying to shoot. And one thing that really surprised me was that the gunshots, because the range was right next to the classroom we were in, it kind of just sounds like something was being exactly. It sounded like you were taking like a school desk, picking it up and just dropping it, and it's like a loud slam. That's exactly what a gunshot sounds like. And when you go into the room, you put the earmuffs on, you put the glasses on, it's still extremely loud when you shoot an actual gun. I would actually like to go in and try to get one with a silencer, but I don't know if a silencer is even legal, because you see in movies it's just like pew pew, but I heard that's not what it's like. So where am I in this process now? So I already did the certificate, filled out the application, I actually did it all that day, and I grabbed everything, put it together, gave it to the police department. And of course, the woman who took in my information was completely rude the entire time. But yeah, guys, to stitch this whole thing together is that I have been seeing these videos for the past couple years of people rioting in the streets and people just driving up to have no idea what's going on, and then someone pulls out a gun and just shoots them through their windshield. And I think that was in Utah. People getting dragged out and beat up by Antifa, Black Lives Matter, burning down people's houses and things like that. And getting this thing and protecting myself and having the insurance for double protection is probably one of the best things you could do. Practicing self-ownership and self-protection is one of the great things, because I plan on moving somewhere, and maybe somewhere a little bit more rural, and if anyone wants to fuck around and find out, they'll find out. But yeah, guys, that is all from me. Yeah, I don't know how to end this video, but yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand over the thing and just stop it.